What's going on, guys? Man, welcome back to the channel. We got some crazy news today. We're really just going to talk about two things. I want to talk about these two situations because they're both absolutely insane to me. And I also want to tell you guys, any of you guys that use Spotify a lot, I'm going to be posting these videos on Spotify as a podcast. I'm not making any money off it. For me, it's just more like I like using Spotify. I know some of you guys are on the go. You're driving back and forth to work. So if YouTube is not as convenient and Spotify is easier, but a lot of you guys may have been showing love on these videos, and man, I love it. So we're on the road to 100K. If you're new, man, drop a sub. We have a crazy summer ahead of us. The Club World Cup, as I said in the video yesterday, it's been really surprising. Who cares about all that? We're talking about business in this video. Guys, I'm going to be really real here, all right? I'm going to be really real, and I know when you say these types of things, you do set yourself up for trouble. Every single team in the world today that sees this move is thinking to themselves, oh my God. I am telling you right now, I don't even know if a lot of you understand or comprehend, okay? The cohesion this Spanish national team has, okay? You're putting Nico Williams, a part of the deadly duo, as I call it. When you watch these two on the national team, now Portugal did their business, right? Portugal did their business. I will give them the flowers. But in the Euro, and I think we will see it in the World Cup, and I think we will see it in the next Euro, the Spain dynasty, man, they're all going to Barca. They're all going to Barca. Real Madrid have literally ran it for the last 10 years. Now, Barca's won the league here and then, but Real Madrid has been the team. The Champions League, they've been running it between the two. Before, you could argue maybe Barca had their time. It's flipping. It's flipping. I watched Real Madrid yesterday, okay? They don't look good. They still don't look good. I know they got Xabi Alonso. They got a new system. But look, Xabi, I'm sure will figure it out. But I'm still looking at it like, look, this is a project. They're going into a brand new system. They do have some newer players. And they still got to figure everything out. I'm looking at this Barca team. This Barca team is going to be walking into next season feeling rested, hungry, because they feel like they probably should have been in the Champions League final. They watched Inter Milan get bent over 5-0, and they're saying you better bet this Barca team was sitting at home, pissed off they didn't go through there. They were very close. Inter Milan did very well. I think it was deserving either way. But they're looking at it saying we would have given PSG a better game. Now, with how good PSG have been, I think PSG probably would have won either way. But let me tell you something. This Barca team next season is going to be out for blood. I'm telling you, this team is going to go crazy. Nico Williams, man, 6-year personal deal. Now, it still has to go through. They're going to figure out some other stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to say a statement. This is the signing of the summer. I don't care if Florian Wirtz goes to Liverpool, which happened. We've had all these signings. Gyökeres, Sesko to Arsenal, maybe even Isak to Liverpool. We're going to talk about that in this video. This is the signing of the summer because, in my opinion, this is the most impactful signing. This is going to make this Barca team almost unplayable at the club level. I mean, to have, let me explain this to you, right? You have Pedri, who him and Vitinha are the top two center mids, right? There's no debate. Those are the best two midfielders in the world, and it's by a lot. Like the next, you know what I mean? So, oh my God, those two, right? Pedri, you have him. Yamal, do we need to say anything? Might win the Ballon d'Or this year. Rafinha, who put up actual statistics that are better than previous Ballon d'Or winners. Him and Salah went crazy this year, okay? Because Rafinha gets neglected in all these discussions. And you look at Nico Williams. What did he do at Athletic Club last season? He had 5 goals, 5 assists, right? This guy, for me, when he's in the right system, has the opportunity to absolutely flourish. Now, knock on wood, we need this guy to not get injured. That's going to be very important. But I think he's going to have such a career year next season in this system. You know, and I look at the duo of Nico Williams and Yamal. They just are such a deadly duo. Now, Yamal, for me, is always a little bit more playmaking first. Nico Williams has that playmaking ability, but he's more of a deadly 1v1 player on the wing. And I love that for Barca. I love it. I think they really could use it. And when you look at who Barca was really considering, Barca was considering Luis Diaz and Rafael Leao. That's who at least they were rumored to with Nico Williams. And it looks like Bayern Munich tried really hard to get Nico Williams. They had him in like 3 times, bunch of meetings, bunch of offers. And Nico Williams, look, we knew this was going to happen. We saw Yamal's Instagram story weeks ago where he's dancing. He's doing this dance that pisses off every fan in the world that doesn't like these guys. And I basically told you on this channel like 6 days ago on the video, Nico Williams is a Barcelona player. Yamal is not going to say some stuff like that unless he already knows the intel. And he was telling us that we gotta get ready. Look at this, man. Look at this. Most successful dribbles in the past 2 La Liga seasons, bro. He's the second best 1v1 take-on player. And you're going to put him in this team on the left. You're kidding me. So what we will probably see, and this is the crazy part thinking about Barcelona now, you're going to have Rafinha probably playing a 10. You're going to have Yamal on the right. You're going to have Nico on the left. You're going to have Pedri behind. You're going to have Lewandowski up top. Off the bench, you're going to have Danny Olmo, Fermin, Ferran Torres. You know, people don't even want to admit it, but at the end of the season, you had guys like Ferran Torres, Fermin scoring in Clásicos, really stepping up for this team when Lewandowski went out in the Champions League. I mean, man, I got to say, this team is looking real scary the next few years. You know, and if you're a Barcelona fan, you do deserve this. Like, honestly, because the way this season was a very large highlight, you know, for how the last and all the previous seasons gone, the end of the Messi era, then the rebuild, it was just so bad. You know, you did get it done with Xavi once, but just, man, this team is going to be flowing. It's going to be bringing us back to the Barca that we used to know. I told you guys right here, right on this channel every day, Barcelona and PSG played the best football we have seen in years, probably since Bayern Munich in 2020 or Man City in 2022, 2023, but a less systematic way, man. These guys were just flowing. If you missed a Barca game this year, that's on you. That's on you. I mean, what was that Mallorca game? They have 41 shots. I mean, the way this team cooks, and you might say I'm glazing. That's okay. I don't really care because I speak my opinions on this channel. Look, I am so excited for this move. I can't wait to watch him. I'm a little scared for Madrid fans because I know it's only the Club World Cup, and I'm not going to overreact. I'm not going to be one of those guys that sits there and says, oh, this guy scored in the Club World Cup. Give him the Ballon d'Or. I'm not that guy. But they didn't look good against Al Hilal, and I'm telling you, for the world stage next season, okay, Liverpool are getting a lot better. They got first in the Prem. They went to penalties against the Champions League winners. PSG look like they're keeping everybody. Man City, will they be able to be on that level, or will it take another year? They've made a lot of signings. How will that look? They are getting better, however. We will see Foden back. Rodri, who just won the Ballon d'Or, arguably best player in the world, I thought the previous season, is going to be back. So Man City will be better. And Barcelona's getting like this, right? So, man, the level in football and the level in each side is increasing by a lot. I love this signing. No, I'm not overreacting. This is going to end up being incredible for Barcelona. They will be so hard to stop. So hard to stop. And it's not one of those signings that I feel like you're bringing in too many talents, too many all-star players into a team. No, I don't see it that way. I don't see it. And I look at the Spanish national team and how they've thrived. Man, this duo has been so dangerous. And, bro, I mean, did I pull up this tab correctly? I mean, again, you can see here, offensive duels, all this, right? I don't know if I pulled up the right tab. Bro, he's 22, man. He's turning 23 in July. You know what I mean? And, you know, Arsenal, Bayern Munich were in the hunt for this guy, and he chooses Barca. And obviously, that makes sense. He gets to stay in Spain. He gets to play with his national team teammates. But ultimately, guys, I absolutely love this signing. I think it's such a good signing for Barcelona. And I think it's such a good decision, ultimately, you know, for Nico Williams' career. I don't see it, you know, in terms of athletic club, you know, the guy wants to go. He stayed there for a bit. His value is sky high. You know, it's not a bad decision to cash out on something like this. But look, I'm not going to be a guy because this is what people do. They look at the stats. They say, bro is mid. They don't watch the football, man. This dude is crazy good. So, crazy signing for Barcelona. We're going to end the video as well because we have other news today. All right, Ekitike, Liverpool are apparently in the race. Guys, Liverpool have made it clear that they are trying to get a new striker. They are. Darwin is on the way out, it looks like. Napoli's interested. Saudi's interested. I expect him to stay in Europe, but it does look like Darwin is out. They've made a decision. Looks like it's both ways. Look, like, this is too much for me. This is too much. I don't think they should be paying that for him. That's way too much. But guys, like, there's been a couple of things coming out today, and I'll tell you this, bro. Man, I've been seeing this in a couple places, not even just on this page, that Liverpool are prepared to smash the British transfer record to sign Isak. All right, now, what are my reactions on this? Bro, I'm going to show you something right here, right now, all right? All right, these are my reactions on this. All right. Oh my God. Now, this guy who made this lineup, I would expect it's going to be McAllister and Gravenberch. I don't know why. That's what I would assume. You know, I can't say for certain. This team, man, I'll tell you, this team looks crazy. Now, look, Fabrizio has been saying it's done. Wirtz is done. Frimpong is done. So those three are done. So the other variables now, are they going to go all in for this Isak guy? Guys, let me tell you, and look, you look at it saying, oh, is Diaz still a problem? The inconsistency. Bro, you have Gakpo. Do you know how good Gakpo has been on the left? I think it's just me. Every time I turn into a Liverpool game and Gakpo's playing, or Netherlands, he's scoring 2 goals. So you have that luxury. You've got Salah with way less weight on his shoulders. Do you know how beneficial this will be to Salah? He's got Wirtz and Isak in the middle now. He doesn't have to play with Jota and Szoboszlai in the middle. All right, I watched them against PSG. He was in Nuno Mendes prison, but he had nowhere to go. He couldn't play the ball to anybody. And how many times we've seen him pass the ball to Darwin Núñez for an absolute sitter, and Darwin just shanks it, right? So let me tell you something. The world better get ready. If this Isak signing happens, I want to see Liverpool, Barcelona in the Champions League final. This would be crazy, this team. Because, you look at the rest of the team, the defense, oh my God, Robertson, Trent, they had a good run. Look, in hindsight, from watching that first Madrid game yesterday, bro, Trent can give you a lot going forward, but man, the guy is not a great defender. And is Frimpong any much better? No, but he's faster, and he does fit that Liverpool high press system. And also, Robertson, for me, a legend of Liverpool, he was hitting that end. He was hitting the end. You could see it the last season or two. He just wasn't as good. Picking up Kirkes, I love it, and I think when you look at this team, in the previous seasons, you had so much weight on Van Dijk, Salah, and Alisson, bro. Bringing in other guys, even record signings like Wirtz, Isak, even for them, the pressure's going to be off. They're not going to be that one dude going into Manchester United that was that one fee and everyone's expecting so much, right? Yes, the expectations will be high, but I'm telling you right now, I think this team thrives. And if this happens, you're going to see teams get waxed by this Liverpool team. I'm talking waxed, bro. So, man, Isak to Liverpool, it looks like they might be preparing a bid for him. I don't know the legitimacy to it, but what I will say is that usually when there's a fake rumor, it will happen once, and this continues to happen. So I don't know if they're impression farming, but it does look like every single day that goes on, there's more and more reports that Liverpool are actually after Isak. And there has been, the last thing I'll add, there has been a lot of talk as well that Isak really is fond of Liverpool, that it was his childhood dream to play at Liverpool. So look, if this, in terms of personal terms, I think they're there. I think it's going to be all about, can Newcastle and Liverpool, if Liverpool does offer, is Newcastle going to be willing to let him go? Because you look at Newcastle, guys, and they are this is not a team that, is getting players poached off them all the time. This is a respectable team. Like, Newcastle is looking at their project going forward, saying, if we get rid of Isak, we're arguably getting rid of one of our best players, if not our best player, right? This guy's really, people are saying he's a generational talent. He is very good. I mean, how many strikers you seen that are 6'4", 6'5", that can move with this guy's speed and are this good with their feet? Not many. He's a very unique talent. So, this is going to be one of those that I think it is going to be very hard for Newcastle to let him go. But I look at Liverpool, man, and Liverpool wants to take the next step to get to winning that Champions League again. I think that striker position is something that could kill them. I looked at Arsenal in the last couple of years. They were missing that striker. I felt like the last 2-3 years for Liverpool, they've been missing that striker. They've just been missing it in that spot, and you get into these matches where you play these really athletic, quick fullbacks, and it does become harder for Diaz and Salah to go one way and contribute for them. So, man, it's definitely scary hours, man. I mean, this lineup is just freakish, bro. For the whole Premier League, this is a freakish lineup. So let me know what you guys think, man. Nico Williams to Barcelona and maybe Isak to Liverpool. I mean, Nico Williams is actually going to happen. Isak, what's my percentage? I'd say 30-40%. But even that thought, yeesh. So, guys, thanks for watching the video today, man. This has been a crazy morning going on, so I wanted to make the video and get it up for you guys. Enjoy the Club World Cup games today, and if we got anything else to post, we'll post it later. Peace.